Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Justin.
Wyatt.
And today we're coming at you with the Arturo Fuente, the Hemingway series. I don't know the exact size, but we'll put that in on the video. It is a Perfecto. It's a little beat up, mostly because of transportation. I got these in Albuquerque, and they didn't fare too well in the suitcase. But for the most part, it's a nice light brown wrapper. I've got some fine tooth, kind of like fine grain sandpaper. The seams are done very well. I can only really see one. Minimal veins, nice firm pack, and I think it should be fine. I just got a few little areas that have like a little hairline crack. Instead, and like I said, that was from transportation, not necessarily from the construction of the cigar. I just get a nice, off the wrapper, just a nice sweet tobacco, not much anything else. What?
Yeah, off the wrapper I get sort of a woodsiness, like a hickory nut almost. But yeah, kind of a nutty aroma. But yeah, construction looks fantastic. I don't see any. I've got, like Justin said, one seam and then a few stems, but no visible construction issues that I can see. So let's get it lit up and see what we think.
Sounds good. I might should just cut the little tip off because it's really tight draw, but it's just because of the.
Yeah, sort of a tight draw, but
It's just because of that tip.
yeah. That first puff, I get some pepper in the back of my tongue. I get that woodiness. It's sort of an earthy finish.
I'm not getting any pepper, but I get that woodsiness and definitely a bit of earthiness coming in on the finish. But like I said, with these Perfectos, that little tip, you don't get a lot off till it really opens the cigar up. Let's get in the first third. Let's just get in the first third and see how. Welcome back. We're about 10 minutes, I should say, into this Arturo Fuente, the Hemingway series. Right as it got past that little, the Perfecto point and opened up, I got tons of flavor. That woodsiness was there, that earthiness. I got like a sweet earth coming in, and as Wyatt mentioned that he was getting that pepper or spice, I picked that up in the finish. It definitely hits you like a ton of bricks, but it's not like in your throat. Never. It's just right there on the tongue, and it sits there. It's relatively pleasant, but it's definitely there. It lasts well into the next draw. I would definitely say this is about a medium body and same in strength for me. Draw is perfect now. I do worry about a couple of those cracks I mentioned. They've expanded a little bit, but hopefully it'll all hold together. There's no leakage. The binder's holding everything just fine. But I do hope, I hope it doesn't unravel on me or anything, because it's an excellent cigar and I'm really enjoying it. What?
Yeah, I totally agree. Excellent cigar. Justin mentioned that kind of sweet earthiness, and to me that sort of combines slowly kind of a nuttiness of the finish. But real nice. I mean, just pairs great with a cup of coffee. Of course, I say that in every review, whether or not it pairs well with coffee. I pair coffee with most of my cigars, and this is a great one. I can see this pairing well with just about anything, though. But yeah, flavors are great. Burn has been great, no problems. We've had a couple of small little, wrapper problems, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. So, great stick so far.
Yeah. Let's get into the second third, approach the midpoint, and see how it develops. Welcome back. We're about halfway through the Hemingway series, Arturo Fuente. Gotta say, an excellent stick. Flavors haven't really changed, but the spice, the peppery, is really subdued, and I'm starting to pick up that nuttiness Wyatt mentioned in the finish. Still very earthy, and a sweet earth, still a bit woodsy. Still medium in body, medium in strength. Just, no draw issues. Still a little bit worried about the wrapper. Those cracks are, I'm hoping it'll burn through those cracks, but we're getting close and they're starting to expand a little bit. So we'll see. But so far, excellent cigar. I'm really enjoying it. Why?
Well, yeah, I still get a lot of that pepper, especially on the Retro Hill. It is a little bit more subdued in the finish, and I still get that kind of nutty earthiness on the finish. But I was just talking about the fact that I haven't had that many Arturo Fuente sticks. We reviewed the Anejo here, and I've had pretty much all the Grand Reserva line, but I've never had one that I didn't like. And there's very few cigar brands that I could say that about, and Arturo Fuente is one of them. This stick doesn't disappoint. It's not really hit you in the face type of flavors, but just real nice, kind of mellow, kind of relaxed flavors. That nuttiness, that earthiness, so just a nice stick.
Yeah, I agree. I've not had a lot of Arturo Fuentes, but I've never had a bad one. Even their low-end line, the Curly Head Deluxe, they're not bad cigars. I can smoke through them. They're decent. So, yeah. Well, let's get into the final third and see how she goes. Well, welcome back. We're at the final third of the Arturo Fuente, the Hemingway series. Just an overall a really nice, pleasant stick. Had no flavor changes in this final third. It was still medium in body, medium in strength as well. Never really gave me too much of a kick. It burned through those cracks relatively well. I had one little piece of the wrapper I had to burn off, but other than that, it performed really well. Draw was fine. The burn was always not too wonky, not quite razor sharp. And like I said, the only issue was that little bit of the wrapper, but that was transportation and not the construction of the cigar. But overall, very nice stick. I'd give it a nice solid 8. The flavors were nice, very pleasant, but not overwhelming, and for me, wasn't as complex as I would like. Why?
I'd go a little higher. I'd give this an 8.5. This is the type of cigar that, we talked about this before, I think would pair well with anything, and you could smoke while doing just about anything. I mean, it's the end of the day for us, and we're kicking back. I mean, it goes great with a cup of coffee. I could see smoking this in the morning with a cup of coffee, or during the, after lunch with a cup of coffee, or at the end of the day with whatever your drink of choice is. So, yeah, not really complex, more subtle flavors, nothing that's really, popping out, but really, really nice. It's like I said earlier, I've never had a bad Arturo Fuente stick, and the Hemingway is one of the better ones that I've had. Something I definitely smoke again.
Well, in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, we greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke them if you got them.